Welcome back, romantic home family, and welcome into my beautiful romantic shabby chic love shack fancy dining room. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys some easy Dollar Tree and budget-friendly crafts you guys can do to make your table setting a little bit more fabulous and springy. I actually created this table setting for my sweet friends who are going to be joining me for Bible study this evening. So I'm super excited to share this with you guys, and hopefully it inspires you. And you don't even have to do this for an event. You can just set your table because you want a beautiful table. So we're going to be making these beautiful Dollar Tree chargers. Don't they look fancy? Definitely, you would never know they're from Dollar Tree, with a little bit of paint and creativity. We're also going to be dressing my table with a beautiful, just shabby chic sheet. You guys, think outside the box when it comes to your table dressings, and you would never know what these are made out of. Our little beautiful napkin rings and our beautiful little DIY napkins. Look at how cute these are. So pretty, and they're just going to go perfectly in the guest's lap. I did iron them before I put them into the napkin ring holder, so I do believe that it got them just a little bit rowdy with the linen part, but that's okay. It's going to be beautiful and fabulous. And I just have some thrifted candles, and then I shared with you guys a DIY on this teacup little floral a couple of videos back, so go check that out. I'm also going to be sharing with you guys a lovely yummy recipe for making easy cake cookies, and then we're going to be cooking dinner, and it's a Marry Me chicken casserole. I'm actually making two of these, one for my ladies for dinner tonight, and then one for my dear sweet friend Amanda and her family, who are going through some deep waters right now. She is so precious and dear to my heart, and I actually have a meal train going for her, and I have some lovely friends that are helping out with that. So you guys, without further ado, go ahead and plug in your glue guns, get out your glitter paint and your apron, and let's get to crafting, baking, and cooking. Okay, sweet friends, for the first DIY, we're going to turn our trash into treasure. I have this paper roll that I am just going to cut up. I'm going to make some napkin rings out of 6 of them. On my table, I have 6 place setting, so I thought this would be perfect. And so you're just going to trim your paper roll to about a 1 to 1.5 inch size, really however thick you want your napkin rings to be. And then to get started on making my napkin ring, I'm just going to cut it in half. We're going to re-glue it together. And on the inside of it, I wanted to add in this shabby chic ribbon. Super easy to do. You guys can also use fabric. So once I had that glued down, I fold the edges over, and I am going to then add some more fabric. Basically, you want to cover the whole cardboard piece with fabric because we don't want any paper roll stuff showing through. And you can save part of that fabric if you're using a ribbon roll to continue to cover and add to more. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut off another piece of that ribbon, and I'm just going to add a larger piece this time and hot glue that down the center of it. This is super easy to do. You guys can have so much fun with this. Get creative with it. Don't be afraid. And just make something really pretty. And basically, you guys can really use whatever you have in your crafting chest. And you guys don't have to do shabby chic. You could do 4th of July napkins. You could do lemons, whatever floats your boat. In fact, if I find some cute like 4th of July or lemon napkins, we are going to make some of those crafts as well. I used up all of my fun dinner napkins with my ladies' Bible study, so well worth it. And now I can shop for some cute new napkins. Okay, so once I have everything covered and really how I want it, I'm going to hot glue the paper roll back together. And then I'm just going to add a strip of ribbon to secure where we hot glued the paper roll back together. And to kind of stabilize it and reinforce it, then I found this pretty trim. It's just like some bridal trim that one of you all sent me, and I added that. And look how gorgeous these came out. Grab any napkin. We are also going to DIY some Shabby Chic napkins, and we're going to pop that into the little napkin holder, and then bam, there is how you have that. So for the next DIY, we're going to make our pretty Shabby Chic napkin, and this is just made out of a beautiful Shabby Chic farmhouse sheet. I'm just taking a piece of paper and I cut around that to get my shape, and then I'm simply going to hot glue around the edges. I also used an iron to iron my fabric, and I ironed over where I had hot glued the edges so it will just stay a little bit better. And to be honest with you all, I'm just going to confess it right now. These are going to be mostly for decoration. I actually got out my sewing machine and got frustrated with it because it was not working, and it wasn't because the sewing machine was messed up. It's because I don't know how to use it, and I need to sit down and play with it more before I decide to execute a DIY. Where I'm making something and I'm on more of a time limit on how much I can spend. But I need to sit down with my sewing machine and really learn how to use it. I knew how to use one when I was a little girl, but I just kind of lost the skill. I think I could probably pick it up fairly easily. So, just say a little prayer that I will take some time and actually learn how to use my beautiful new sewing machine. Let's make my 3-ingredient chocolate cake cookies. You're going to need a box of cake mix, really any cake mix you want. You can do strawberry, vanilla. I chose chocolate because I love chocolate. Some mayo and 2 eggs. Now don't throw away your cake mix box because we're going to craft with this. Okay, to make these cake mix cookies, simply grab a box of cake mix, whatever flavor you love, and add that to your bowl. Then I am using half a cup of mayo. You guys can also use half a cup of butter or oil. I was out of butter and oil, so I just used the mayo that I already had on hand. So this is like just a good way to use stuff that you already have. And my mom always used to make a chocolate mayonnaise cake. And so this is kind of like my version, except for don't tell her because she made hers homemade, not with a box cake mix. I added the 2 eggs and then I stirred, and you are going to stir. And I feel like the batter comes out just a little bit gooey, kind of sticky to make your cookies. So kind of be ready for that. But I am making this to bless a dear friend, and so I hope that her and her family loved them, and just continue to pray for my sweet friend. Now let's make our cookies. Spoon them on to your baking surface. I covered mine in wax paper. Okay, I'm gonna bake these on 350 for 8 minutes. Don't throw away your boxes. We're gonna make a little to-go container for our cookies to drop off to my friend. Here's a great way to upcycle your cake box. I also had this little hot chocolate mix box. So I simply taped them together, and I'm going to make like a little gift box for me to be able to deliver these cookies to, and I hope that they love them. I'm just going to cut out the top of the box, and I will say these cookies do turn out a little bit kind of like a brownie, but they were so delicious. And then I'm just going to add some pretty craft paper to the outside of the box and the edges. I don't want it to be a not cute box, but this is just such a fun way you guys can make a little decorative box for any gift box idea. And yes, I could go to the store and buy a box or a disposable container, but when we can use this, we're going to reuse what we have. Add in your wax paper to protect your delicious treats, and then you can simply cover with foil and add a pretty ribbon and a tag or a prayer card that says what is inside. Okay, friends, here's how these cookies are looking. I think they're gonna be delicious. Okay, so this is the first time I've ever made a cake mix cookie. Let's try it out. Yum! These are so delicious and super moist. So I know you can also do 2 eggs and half a cup of butter or oil if you don't want to do the mayonnaise, but the mayonnaise is superb and you can't taste it at all. It's just delicious.
So now that we have our treats made, I'm going to go ahead and take these Dollar Tree chargers and make them over. Now, chargers are not what you actually eat off of. They're just going to be what's underneath the plate. Here's how they look after I added that nice coat of white paint, and then using this gold paint pen marker, I'm just going to go around the entire plate to make it look super fancy and pretty. And I just was so excited to do this because I've had these chargers. They were that silver color and they had kind of started flaking off, and I just didn't think that they were pretty. They didn't match my china. I have this beautiful china that I found at the thrift store that's white with a gold rim. And I like to set a fancy table for when my Bible study ladies come over or when I'm hosting a family dinner. So I really just wanted to make this look really pretty. It was a little bit time consuming, but definitely well worth it.
Okay, sweet friends, I finished up all of the Dollar Tree chargers, and I think that that makeover made a huge difference. I think they're going to look beautiful with my Shabby Chic table setting. I just laid down, actually it's a sheet. It's from the Shabby Chic Farmhouse line, but here are my vintage plates. Can you guys hear the birds singing? It's such a beautiful spring day. I need to let these chargers dry one more day, but I just want to show you guys how pretty it's going to look. And then here are our Shabby Chic napkins that are matching our tablecloth, and then our paper towel holder napkin rings. Didn't they come out pretty, you guys? I just think they're so delicate and sweet, and this is how the place setting is gonna look.
So let's go ahead and set my table. This is one of my favorite things to do, honestly, is the decorating part. And I just want it to be a soft, relaxed table without a lot of decor in the center, because this is going to be for my Bible study ladies. And they like to be able to see each other, which is completely understandable. We're having very intentional, lovely conversation. I'm going to light some candles just for you guys for this video. I do end up removing, though, the larger candlesticks off the center of the table because they can, again, just be a little bit too large. So I like to keep everything kind of understated, and it's just such a lovely setting. Fun fact, though, is we did end up sitting outside because it was so beautiful, and that was okay. I like my table even just to be pretty for when they come over, and we usually do eat here and do our studies here. Next week, I have a sweet friend that's going to be hosting, and she's going to be making chicken fried rice. So I'm super excited to visit her home. She has been a dear friend for several years now, and I just absolutely adore her. But I hope you guys are inspired by this video and that you make a pretty table setting, either just because or invite some friends over to do a nice Bible study or devotional, or bless somebody with a meal. I actually made Marry Me chicken. I made a Marry Me chicken casserole for my sweet friend Amanda and her family. And then I made Marry Me chicken for my Bible study ladies. And I have plenty left over. I've been snacking on quite a bit today. And then one of the ladies' husbands actually made fresh sourdough bread for us. So that was a lovely treat. And I devoured the rest of that the day after. So anyway, how is everybody doing, and what was your favorite DIY in this video? Have you been enjoying these Shabby Chic posts? The last one I did was like a faith post, and so I hope you guys loved that one as well. But so many pretty little details just to enjoy without things being too much. We will set my table with, though, some too much. Okay, and then of course, Benji Bear has to be having some fun. Sometimes I just, let go of trying to walk him and we just play, because I think sometimes that's what we need, is a little bit more fun, a little bit more play in our life. And I'm trying to remind myself to just relax and have fun. I'm kind of a little bit of a working gal. I always like to be creating and working, but it's good to take time out for some fun. So Benji Bear wants to say hi to all his puppy dog and kitty cat fans out there. He had a big day today.
So thank you all so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafting and decorating adventure. What was your favorite part about this video? Will you be trying one of the recipes or one of the crafts? Let me know in the comment section below. I am so blessed and honored to have each and every one of you all here. I would love to have you be part of my community. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's totally free. It helps you out so much. as I am a full-time content creator, and pop over to my Livy's Romantic Home DIY Facebook page where I share daily crafting inspiration with you guys. So many amazing crafts. Some of them are mine and some of them are ideas from friends, people that send me ideas, or from Pinterest, but really easy DIY crafts. And then of course, tons of my videos where I just keep you guys inspired to craft and decorate on a budget. We have been working through the Bible in a year, and the last video I shared with you guys, we started out with this week's study. We are working through kindness. If you have just clicked on this and you don't have this, you can grab it off TikTok shop for $7 or $8. I don't make any type of commission. I simply found it, loved it, sent it out to all my family, and now I'm sharing it with you guys. So the kindness, I'm going to read over the synopsis and then the blessing. I read the full devotional for you guys in my last video. Go back and check that out. The synopsis says, kindness is the practical expression of God's gentle care through his people to a hurting world. It demonstrates the character of Christ and opens doors for the gospel through practical acts of compassion. And this blessing says, may God's kindness flow through you this week, touching others with the same grace you've received from him. So I hope that this blesses your heart. I know being kind can sometimes be a little bit of a challenge, but it can also be such a gift. For if you have a gift for kindness, drop a heart in the comment section below. Help us all remember to be kind. And I love you guys so much. You just make my heart smile. I love all of your comments. I love how kind you are to me. Thank you for your kindness. There's some hurting folks out there, so it really helps to hear kind, gentle words. So I love you guys. I'm gonna hug all of your hearts so tight until our next video. Be kind to yourselves. Be kind to one another. I'll talk to you guys very soon.